welcome back to our second matchday live stream of the day. I'm Verity Marshall.
And I'm Dorothy Berger.
Early this evening we introduced this year's Varsity and streamed the men's basketball where MMU just won 82-63.
Last year MMU were Varsity champions, and after the win in the basketball today, they are one step closer to claiming the 2025 title.
Now let's shift our focus to the second Varsity game of this evening, netball. During last year's Varsity, MMU first won the bragging rights after winning 44-36 over Uni of Manchester firsts.
It will be interesting to see if they can repeat that important victory or if Uni of Manchester will redeem themselves. There will also be more netball action on Wednesday as the 2s, 3s, 4s and 5s will be playing.
We won't be broadcasting those games as they take place at the Armitage Sports Centre, so get down and support the teams in person. That means this is the last live stream of the season, and it's also the final matchday live for me and daughter and our producer Eddie. So we want to thank you for following along as we've shared some of MMU's most exciting sporting moments across the past 3 years.
Although we won't be returning on screen next season, we will still be watching when the matchday live streams returns, and we hope that you will too. And maybe next season will finally be the year that the new presenter get an iPad that actually do work.
But back to the main event, it's now time to hand over to our commentary team, where Men's England International Netball Thorn James Firminger joins Amelia Baptiste. We hope you enjoy. Bye!
Thank you, Daughter and Verity. Good evening and welcome to Platt Lane for our women's netball varsity game where MMU take on UoM. As Daughter and Verity said, MMU managed to a win here last year, so let's see what we can do here today as the two rivals go head-to-head for city bragging rights. James, are you able to run us through the MMU lineup for this evening?
So we're starting with Alice McGeechy, Naomi Hansen, Anne Errington, Abby Miles, Neve Skillicorn, Millie Ashworth-Hill, Sienna Brooks, Soppe, Faith and Maisie Stevens, who's our captain today.
Yeah, big game. Who are we looking out for this game?
So for MMU, I'd probably say Alice McGeechy at the back because she's got a good range and she plays for Scotland at the moment. And I'd also say Faith, who's an up-and-coming Thunder Pathway athlete, so we need to watch out for her as well.
UoM, is there anyone that you know that could be quite a rival to our team?
So I think the biggest threats for UoM would definitely have to be Yomi and Tammy at the back. Both of them are defenders, England under-21 athletes, so we just need to watch how our attack goes against them, the big stalwarts at the back.
Nice. I think they're just warming up. I'm not sure when they're going to start.
We had a few technical issues there with our first intro, so welcome back to our second matchday live stream of the day. I'm Verity Marchant.
And I'm Dorothy Berger.
Earlier this evening, we introduced this year's varsity and streamed the men's basketball where MMU won 82-63.
Last year, MMU were varsity champions, and after the win in the basketball today, they are one step closer to claiming the 2025 title.
Now let's shift our focus to the second varsity game of this evening, netball. During last year's varsity, MMU First won the bragging rights after winning 44-36 over Union Manchester First.
It will be interesting to see if they can repeat that important victory or if Union of Manchester will redeem themselves. There will be also more netball action on Wednesday as the 2s, 3s, 4s and 5s will be playing.
We won't be broadcasting those games as they take place at the Armitage Sports Centre, so get down and support the teams in person. That means this is the last live stream of the season, and it's also the final matchday live for me and Daughter and our producer Eddie. So we want to thank you for following along as we've shared some of MMU's most exciting sporting moments across the past 3 years.
Although we won't be returning on screen next season, we will still be watching when the matchday live stream returns, and we hope that you will too. And maybe next season will finally be the year the new presenters get an iPad that actually do work.
But back to the main event, it's now time to hand over to our commentary team where men's England international netball thorn, James Firminger, joins Amelia Baptiste. We hope you enjoy. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you, Daughter and Verity, again. I'm going to have to say this all again now. Good evening and welcome to Platt Lane for our women's netball varsity game where MMU take on UoM. Like was said, MMU managed a win here last year. Let's see what we can do here again today. James, are you able to take us through the MMU lineup for this evening, please?
So we're starting with Maisie Stevens as the captain. Then we've got Alice McGeechy as the vice-captain, Naomi Hansen, Anea Errington, Abby Miles, Neve Skillicorn, Millie Ashworth-Hill, Sienna Brooks, Soppe and Faith. They've had a lot of these girls have coming back from injury this season, so we've got more or less of a full squad back now, but because of lots of the injuries, they had quite a rocky season, but they're still in a division higher than UoM, so it should be a good match today.
Nice. Hopefully we should be starting soon.
But UoM have the two stalwart England under 21 and England A internationals, Tammy and Yomi, who were both in defence, so they're going to challenge our attack quite a lot tonight.
And what about MMU? Who?
We've got
people to look out for.
a Scottish Thistle in Alice McGeechy, who's coming up through the ranks in their Scotland pathway, and she also plays Oldham National Prem, who have just won National Prem 1. So we need to watch out for her, and I'd say Naomi Hansen, who also plays National Prem, who's just coming back from an injury, so she's back on the scenes, and Faith, who's an up-and-coming Thunder athlete, who's also still really young and is quite high up in the Thunder pathway there.
Nice. I think they're having their final team talks.
Once we get the starting sevens, we'll be able to announce them when they come through.
Cool. Apologies again for the technical issues. It's been a long night, a long day, in that fact, to be fair.
The umpires today, we have Kareem Brown and Debbie Perkins, who are both either a B or an A award umpires, so they're quite high level, so we know that it's going to be umpired properly.
We're in safe hands.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I can see that Yomi and Tammy both have a bib on, but Yomi's going down the other end as a shooter today, which is quite unusual for us to see.
Okay. Where does she normally play?
She's usually in a goal defence or goalkeeper,
Okay.
but maybe they decided that they need the two stalwarts at either end to help them today.
Okay.
All of the MMU girls seem quite pumped for this, so even though they have had a rocky season, this will be quite important for them to retain the title.
Yeah. Said that their form last year wasn't the best. Do you know why that is?
I think a lot of the experienced players that we had last year were in their final year, so we're kind of in that rebuilding stage at the moment. And obviously the injuries haven't helped because they've had to use players from like the lower down teams, and a lot of the times they've gone to games with like 7 or 8 players, which hasn't really helped because it's a lot for the same 7. But hopefully the crowd looks quite lively and busy today, so hopefully it doesn't put the girls under too much pressure and they can thrive off like the atmosphere of the crowds getting behind our MMU girls.
Yeah. Do you know much about UoM's form this season? You say that they're in a lower division. How have they done in that division?
I'm not too sure, but I think they might be mid-table. But they've obviously got Tammy now, which she wasn't there last year, so she's massively helped for them this season. But I think, so starting 7 for MMU, we've got Maisie Stevens at goal shooter, Sienna Brooks at goal attack, Millie at wing attack, Neve at centre, Sope at wing defence, Alice at goal defence and Faith at goalkeeper. So they've started strong, but today they have quite a few key players on the bench that they can bring in if needed.
Are any of the key players still injured?
No, I think they're all back now. Except I think we might just have one still out who had quite a major injury at the start of the season with an ACL, so that's obviously quite a long recovery time.
Yeah. Alright, I think we're just about to start. And the game is away.
So we'll have to see how Yomi does. I think, if I can remember rightly, she can shoot, like she's just shown us there, but she's got the height and the strength, so she should do a good job at goal shooter today.
Is it quite common for players to like move around? Is the kind of a requirement that you can play in other roles? Because I used to play in primary school. Not that that means anything now, but I used to be a goal shooter, but obviously goal shooters similar to, you know, goal attack.
Yeah.
You can shoot as a...
You tend to find that most players play across like the same area of the court. So like I play goal shoot and goal attack. It is quite uncommon to see somebody go from one end to the other, but it has happened and it can happen. It just shows that you're a versatile player.
Yeah.
But looking at the game so far, UoM seems to have started strong. They've got the defensive pressure is really good, and they forced that turnover over the back line there. And they're looking long to Yomi, which is a good sign for them. Let's see if she can finish this one off. Hopefully this doesn't let the MMU girls' heads go down. It's still early in the game and obviously anything can happen.
Yeah. I did the camera work for one of the netball games and it was just so fast.
Yeah.
It's like you just blink and then someone
It's gone.
scored like 2 goals.
Yeah. Nice tip from Alice there. But at the moment it just looks like the MMU team's timing's a bit off with when they're making their drives, which is nobody really knows when they should drive. So hopefully they sort that out, and I'm sure Paige will have something to say at quarter time about that.
Yeah.
But it is starting to look more fluid now as it goes through the court. But it might just be a bit of nerves at the start of the game because, like I said, it is a big crowd today, and they're probably not used to this atmosphere.
Yeah, it's quite a show, VARSITY. It's built up quite largely. Like different bits here and there going on.
But UoM's defence is very man-on-man, and they're all doing their jobs properly, which is why MMU is struggling to bring the ball down court. But they've got the first goal on the board, and hopefully that gives them confidence to push on. Lovely take from Yomi there. Just shows the confidence that UoM have putting the ball in with 2 defenders on her, and she still managed to get it. She definitely is, I can tell you that from playing against her. Nobody seems to be driving forward to the ball, which is why they're using a lot of resets, but hopefully they can be patient and not force it. Tammy just getting called for the contact there. Well, I think she has an earring in, which is obviously not allowed, so she has to leave the court and wait until the next call before she can come back on. Nice shuffle shot there from Maisie Stevens. And a nice goal on the board. We see Tammy re-enter the court now.
How do you call them fouls in netball?
There's
How does that work?
We've got penalties and free passes, which it just depends on the type of foul that they do. So if it's like a contact or obstruction, it'll be a penalty, and if it's like a footwork or a drop ball, then it'll be a free pass. But again, looking long to Yomi, she's taking the hits from Faith. It'll be a good battle between them. That's a good matchup to watch today with Yomi and Faith.
UoM have definitely started this game strong.
They definitely have something to prove this year, obviously losing last year, and you don't want to lose twice, and they want the bragging rights this year, so they're definitely going to try as hard as they can to beat you, Manchester Met. I'm pretty sure MMU and UoM will be in the same division next year.
I was about
So
to ask you about that.
That's that'll always be a good matchup between them, like a good prep for varsity.
Yeah.
Tammy doing a really good job there, keeping Sienna out of the game. She can't finish that shot, and Tammy gets the rebound. Lovely play down the court from UoM there, really fast. And when it's fast, you can't. It doesn't give defenders enough time to set up, and it beats them. Nice tip from Chapé then. Let's see if they can turn it over from the sideline. UoM's really pushing out now. We need to start finding some turnovers to try and level the score. Because who doesn't want it to be a cracker of a game for a varsity match?
Yeah. What the MMU's defence need to?
I think they're just struggling on what to do with UoM because they are just looking long and she is getting it. So I think they need to watch their 2-on-1s and just be a bit more of a presence in there and try and force her somewhere that she doesn't want to go. But a nice shot from Maisie to bring it back to 4 now. Oh, Alice gets the turnover, which is she fought hard for that ball and she gets rewarded by the umpire. See the goalkeeper there is pushing Maisie out into the top, which is maybe what Manchester Met need to do with UoM because we want to try and force her to shoot long. Let's see if MMU can get 2 on the board now to bring it back to 2. But a game of netball's all about like the momentum that each team has. So at the start it seemed like UoM had the momentum, and then at the minute MMU's got a bit more momentum, and the team that has the most tend to win.
Yeah, as soon as you start slowing down,
Yeah.
it opens opportunities for it to be intercepted.
See, it looks like Yomi only really wants to shoot from under the post, and like we haven't seen in this game shoot a long shot. Maybe because she's not needed to. But if I was in defence at the moment, I would be trying to force her into that long range and see what she does.
Yeah.
Nice intercepts from Alice. Luckily, MMU can still pick up the ball. Let's see if they can transition it down to goal. Oh, lucky from MMU there. They got the throw in. Contact call on the line, still MMU's ball. They have to play a lot of resets to try and work it in, but that's a nice entry from Sienna into the circle. Let's see if she can finish it off.
Another goal for MMU.
Still at the minute, MMU's a bit stagnant in the attack, and they're not making as many drives as they should be doing, which is why it's taking a while. But once you've got the confidence and they start releasing that ball, it'll get so much easier in the attack because they are having to do a lot of work because the defence is really strong. an offside call, so she drops it. Maisie holding really strong against Tammy. Nice, that's nice quick ball to get away from the defenders. And now it's back to 2, so let's see if they can turn it over again to get that back to level. The defenders need to be more disciplined on that shot because we don't want to give them second shots. Luckily for them, didn't really pay off. But obviously, a lot of defenders, once they get an intercept or a rebound, they just get a big blood rush to the head and think just throw it anywhere they see. So when we get an intercept, let's see if we can just play a short ball, but well held from Millie there. She can't finish it off. Back in UoM's possession. Yomi holding really strong there. And they have every confidence that she's going to get that ball. Lead out to 4 now. Still early. Let's see if MMU can keep pushing on. And I wonder if they're going to make any changes at quarter time.
Does the team like run through the same usually, or do we make a lot of changes?
I wouldn't say we make a lot of changes, but we make changes depending on how the game's going. So if a certain 7 needs to run out the whole game, then that's what we'll do. And if they need to make impact changes with the players on the bench, then we're not afraid to do that either.
Looking at the game so far, do you think there will be any?
I'd maybe bring either Naomi Hansen or Abby Miles into that mid-court because it is getting a little bit tricky coming down court because MMU are getting turnovers and interceptions, but the attack's not being very disciplined to keep the ball. But they've turned it over again. Let's see if they can bring it down. Both attackers getting stuck on the same side there, but if they're patient, they should be able to get it to go.
Just under a minute and a half to go.
You can tell this means a lot to both teams because every player is fighting for that ball as hard as they can, which is why there's been a lot of contacts and obstructions so far. Nice change from Millie there. Let's see if Maisie can put it away. Nice pass into the post. And a nice shot from Sienna. That's the confidence and the consistency that I was talking about, because Maisie could have taken that shot, but she chose to choose the safer option and pass it under the post. Oh, nice front position there from Alice. That's what we want, to force Yomi to that baseline and get a turnover.
MMU look like they've got a bit of momentum there.
Yeah. So still 3 goals down, but they can take it back to 2. But things like that don't help.
That's
15 seconds. Let's see if MMU can get it to goal and get another one on the board before quarter time.
And that's the first quarter over.
I think it's a 3-minute break between the first and the second, and then I think it's a 5-minute break at half time.
7:12 at the minute. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. think we are about to start up again.
Looks like there's no changes from UoM, and personally I'd be surprised if there was, because they are doing quite a good job in the first quarter. And I don't think there's any changes from Manchester Met either. So hopefully Paige has spoken to them and told them what she wants them to do in this one.
Yeah. And we are away. UoM look strong again from the get-go.
Nice tip there from Faith. Unfortunately couldn't pull it in, but let's see if they can do something on this back line. They now push their lead out to 6. And a good defensive pressure from them on that centre pass. Nice tip from Faith and a pick-up from Alice. That's what they needed. Hopefully gives them a bit of confidence through the court.
Are MMU set to stay in the league that they are, or are they dropping down into the league that UoM are currently in?
I think they are going down, but that's not a bad thing. It gives them more time to rebuild, to go back up to the first division.
Yeah.
Nice use of the reset there from Neve. Shooter's getting a bit caught on the opposite side, but a nice shuffle shot. Let's see if she can sink this one. Nice shot from Maisie. Trying to lift her team, was the captain. Oh, offside call missed there by the umpire. But it is really hard with these lines.
It does look very, very confusing.
Yeah,
with all the
I'd hate to be
different
umpiring
lines
right
from
now.
other sports.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So we'll let her off for that one. MMU being patient, we're trying to work it to goal. Oh, but a nice pick-up from UoM. And a swift play down the court, but unfortunately they can't convert it to goal. Let's see what MMU can do now. Oh, slips through the hands of Neves on a UoM sideline. And a quick transition and a nice tip from Faith and a pick-up, well done. Defence working really hard here to turn over the ball. But we just need to see if they can convert it in attack. Nice pocket drive. When they start giving that ball, it works really well. And a nice short play between the shooters to work it as close as possible. 14-9 the score is now, and nice defensive pressure on that centre pass, and they get the turnover. MMU have definitely started better in this quarter, so hopefully it was just a bit of nerves at the start of that one, and now they've really warmed up into this game. Nice use of the in and out from Maisie, and she gets the shot away, so it's now back to 4.
Do you think MMU will be able to close the gap?
I think so, yeah. They just need some confidence, which they've got now, and it's starting to look a bit more fluid in the attack. And that was a really nice passage of play and a lovely tip from Tammy there. But they work it to the post, and they are fighting for The ball and the loose balls are going our way at the moment, which is good for us. Yeah, MMU have started really strong in this quarter. Let's see if they can keep the consistency. Oh, nice pressure from Faith, which is a lot better this quarter because she's starting to push her where she wants her. And a lovely transition down, just couldn't finish that last goal off, but they still have possession. Nice vision in there from Millie, and a lovely reset. They've really got the confidence now, and it's back out to 2.
I've been noticing a lot of moves being played from the wing attack.
Yeah, that was a lovely centre pass there. The wing attack's really starting to warm up into this game, and they are starting to make these drives when the timing is right, which will give them loads of confidence. But Tammy there, the second tip of the game, I think the shooters just need to maybe block out that defender to stop them from tipping the shot, because it's not a nice thing when you get your shot tipped as a shooter, so hopefully the other shooter can do everything she can to stop her from jumping.
Yeah, I do remember myself.
Nobody driving forward, but a nice outlet pass to Maisie, and a lovely shot. Maybe that's what she needs to do from now on, is take a step back before she shoots, so Tammy's got further to try and jump, so she won't tip that ball. Now it's back out only to 1, so they've really pulled it back in this quarter. And we now see Naomi Hansen on at wing defence, and that it looks like they did a 3-over in that centre pass, which is working really effectively for them, and they got the turnover. Oh, Naomi gets a turnover. She saves the ball from the UoM's hands, and a nice entry into the circle from Sienna, and a lovely shot. We're back at level now. The momentum is definitely in MMU's favour at the moment. Let's see if they can keep it up for this quarter. They are using a lot of resets, which is not a bad thing, but it's a lot of work for the shooters and the attack to do for the whole game. But we're now up by 1, and it looks like we've definitely got in the heads of the really strong centre pass defence from MMU there, and a lovely intercept from Alice. This is a much better quarter from MMU. Nice swing into the pocket. Just couldn't finish it off, and Tammy picks that ball up. Contact call there from Faith outside the circle, so let's see what Alice can do with 2 attackers in the circle. See, it looks like they are hesitant now in putting that ball up into Yomi, which is a good effort from the defence, and a nice almost intercept from Alice.
Back to level.
Well held from Neve. Maisie just needs to turn fully there on when she gets that ball at the edge of the circle, because the defenders are just staying there. But if she turns, then they have to move, and then she gives herself more space. Let's see if they can finish this shot off. Oh, nice pressure from MMU defence there, trying to shutting off all of the short options and having to go long. Nice play through the court. Naomi Hansen doing a really good job of getting the ball down and lovely vision into the circle. Sienna's shooting's really good today. I don't think she's missed any so far,
No.
which is really helping them when they get the ball, and she'll have loads of confidence from those shots. But a nice pick-up from Tammy. She's always strong in the air, so I'd be careful putting the ball in the air around her.
It's very close now. It's almost going 1-for-1.
This is going to go down to the wire, this game.
I'm glad MMU picked themselves up though.
Yeah, this has
Because they're
been a
playing
very good,
really well now.
a very good quarter so far.
Mm.
5
Just under
minutes
5
left.
minutes.
Nice entry from the goal attack under the post, but she can't finish it off. But UoM's under there for the rebound.
What do you think the team talk's going to be like at half time? Where do we think we need to improve now?
Well, they're making a change now with Ane Errington going to centre and Neve Skillicone down to wing attack. But I think the MMU team's coach is going to be really positive at half time because they've done such a good job to pull this lead back. And because I think they were down by 6 and now they're up by 2. But I think maybe the UoM team might make some changes in this quarter, but it doesn't look like they've got a coach, so that'll be up to the captain to decide that.
Why do you think the change was made between the two players just then?
I think Ane's quite strong in the middle, and putting Neve in the wing attack, she's quite a good playmaker, and it was fluid before, but maybe Paige just wants an easier way to get to goal. But Millie did a very good job on the centre pass and bringing that ball down. But let's see what Ane can do here. Slips through her hands, but Sienna picked it up. See, this is nice from the girls. They're really working together to back each other up and keep that ball. You can tell this game means a lot to them. And a nice shot. Now up by 3, the biggest lead that we've had this game from MMU. MMU doing a really good man-on-man pressure, but lucky for UoM to get the ball under the post. Breaking from the wing defence there, so free pass to MMU. Both of the mid-quarters are on and off the circle. Obstruction by the goal defence, so she gets a free shot, whether she takes it or passes it. Rebound from Tammy. Both, you could see Faith out hunting there for that ball, but a nice tip from Naomi to get the ball back. Contact call from the centre, so penalty to MMU. The crowd seems to be getting a bit wild in this quarter, trying to back our players up.
Minute and a half left.
Oh, nice defensive play from the goalkeeper, using her footwork to get round and get that intercept. Oh, another tip from Naomi, but she can't finish it off. Back out to 1 now. If they get this one, we'll be back to level.
You look like they've picked up the pace a bit in this minute or so.
See, at the moment, the 2 defenders for MMU are doubling on UoM and they're leaving the goal attack, so they just need to watch for that goal attack's entry into the circle to go back to a 1-on-1. back 20 all. Let's see if MMU can get this ball down to goal in the last 30 seconds. And it's a contact from UoM. Tammy really hustling on that body, but it's not a contact goal. And she finishes it off.
Couple of seconds to go.
Hopefully MMU can stop this passage to goal and they can be up by 1 going into half time. But a lovely intercept from Alice there, 3 seconds left.
I feel like UoM's wing attack has definitely been
The playmaker of the team. Yeah.
not really being marked very much.
Yeah, she seems to be the quite influential and key player in that attack because she's working the ball around and she's the one making most of the feet into the circle. So MMU needs to do a really hard job of shutting her down.
Right, it's half time now. We will be back in a few minutes.
Good evening. Yes, well, great exhilarating half so far. Great contest between both teams. We've had the pleasure of being joined by Jade Clark tonight, England's most capped women's player in the netball scene. Jade, what brings you to Platt Lane tonight? We're really excited to see you here.
Well, I'm currently playing for Manchester Thunder Next Gen and a few of my teammates are on court. So there's Alice playing for ManMet. I also know Neve, who's playing wing attack at the minute. She plays for the Isle of Man, who I know through my sister, and a couple of girls for UniOv as well, Yomi and Tammy, and they're all doing a brilliant job. So I haven't picked a side yet, but I'm just enjoying the netball.
Awesome. And picking up on that, what kind of players have stood out for you so far in this game? It's been a really close battle, as I've said. Any of the players you've mentioned then have been standout so far?
Yeah, I think for me, Yomi really put a stamp on the game early on. She normally plays in defence, so it's the first time I'm seeing her play goal shooter, and at the start I'm like, who's going to stop Yomi? But then ManMet, you could tell they're being well coached. They've put a double on her, and we've seen Alice playing goal defence for ManMet, getting lots of intercepts. So they're quieting Yomi down for now, but now we've seen the goal attack really step up and come into the game. So it's just like the game has just swayed. UniOv had a big lead, Manchester Met got momentum, and now UniOv are coming back again. So it's just everything you'd want from a varsity game.
Yeah, on the topic of varsity, it's a very tense rival we have here. Obviously, in your tenure as an England player, have you kind of come across those kind of tense rivalries in your career, and how have you kind of dealt with that in those games you've played?
Yeah, I think for me, our biggest rivalry over the years was England v Jamaica, and it's like we would always meet them in a semi-final. It's the game you'd feel sick to play because like one of you's got to go out and not be in that final. So it's just been to and fro. You'd never know who was going to win. So, but those are the matches that mean the most, and you can see that on court. It just means everything. It's personal. The crowd's getting involved, and I just can't wait for the second half.
Just the word on the atmosphere as well. I can't hear myself speak out there when I was doing the interviews. What have you made of it? It's just so great to see so many people out here supporting their friends and just netball in general.
Yeah, it's a great atmosphere. It's great to see loads of guys here as well supporting the women's netball. So I absolutely love that. Yeah, it's just every little thing that a player does good on court, everyone's like screaming. So it makes you want to be on court because it looks so fun. You just want to do well and show off to the crowd, and that's what we're there to do.
And just the one in the second half. Obviously, if you were maybe in the coaches' positions for both teams, what would you be saying? Obviously, it's quite, as I said, very close, and it's 2 quarters left to go. What would you be saying as both coaches to your respective teams and the team?
Yeah, I think Manchester Met, I think they have done so well just being patient with the ball, up against a really strong, powerful team. But I've just got a lot of respect for them, just keeping the ball going. They're really determined, so it's just for them. Have they got the fitness? Have they got the want and the drive to keep doing that the whole game? And in defence, keep dropping onto Yomi, ask questions of that goal attack and keep going for the ball. And UniOv, I think I would tell them to look to Yomi early on, who's goal shooter, turn and give it to her before they can drop and try and get some easy goals just to take that pressure off.
I must say, it's impossible to predict who's going to win this one, but if you were going to say who's the victor in this game, who would you kind of lean towards at the moment?
I would probably, I think because it's a home home team, I'd probably go Uniov. And I think they've got a bit of momentum going in, but also I think Yomi's so dangerous, and Tammy driving that ball through the court could have something to say about that as well.
Well, we'll see. You'll have to see in the next few quarters. Thank you very much for being with us again, Jay Clark. It's really cool. Thank you.
I think we're back now.
On to the second half. Let's see what both teams can do. Obviously, the first quarter was taken by UoM, and then the second quarter, Manchester Met won. So let's see who can win this one. They usually say that quarter 3 is the championship quarter where a game's won or lost. So let's see if a team pushes out in this quarter, but a lovely shot from Sienna there. And they bring the lead out back to 3. Oh, lovely tip from Naomi. Nice tracking into that pocket. And she gets the turnover. It must have come off the wing attack's hands. Oh, long pass that didn't come off there. Let's see if Naomi can win it back. Oh, lovely pick up. Bit of a miscommunication from the attackers from UoM, and MMU punished them for that. Well kept on by Neva Meze. Let's see if they can take it to goal and push out again by 3.
What's just been called?
I think a contact call on the line. So MMU were progressing down into the attack, working it round the circle, not forcing anything, just waiting for that drive to come through. But a nice ball into the pocket. Let's see what they can do with this. Contact call by the goalkeeper. Nice give and go by Sienna. Let's see if she can finish it off. MMU's throw in. Both defenders are doubling on Maisie, so Sienna's going to have to play herself, but Maisie did a good job of getting through both of those. But she can't finish it off, and Tammy gets that rebound. And a nice play through the court from UoM. But a forced ball, and MMU get the turnover. It looks like the wing attack's been changed from UoM.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. But she was the main playmaker in there. But we'll have to see what this new wing attack does. And a lovely ball under the post to Sienna. And a nice shot.
Why do you think there's been a change for the wing attack?
There could be a number of reasons. Yeah, she's sat on the bench over there, I can see her, but she might be on managed minutes. or she might be a bit tired, or the team felt like that the change must have been needed. And a nice ball, a nice pull from Sienna. Maisie can't finish it off, but she gets her own rebound and a contact's called. We've now got the biggest lead of the game so far from MMU, now out to 4.
MMU definitely hit the ground running with this third.
Yeah, so a lot of the games through the season, they have started quite strong, but they haven't been able to be consistent for the whole game. But today they are really being very consistent, and this championship quarter is looking in favour to MMU. Nice quick ball through the court for UoM. Faith was hunting there. She decided not to go out, and UoM gets the split, and she finishes it off. It's a contact call against the wing defence. Nice outlet pass to Maisie and a nice triangle there. And another tip from Tammy. She's really timing it well on that shot. And she's trying her best to get in the attackers' heads. But a nice thread of the needle there from the MMU attack, which really shows the confidence that they have currently.
There was no defence for that keeper as well, so she was very, very open.
Yeah, both defenders were trying to double back on Maisie and they left Sienna free, which is not a good idea when she's under the post. Still out at 4, and a nice transition for MMU. They're just doing a good job keeping it short up until the circle edge. Contact call from Tammy. Maisie holding strong, and a nice triangle. That was better from Maisie there, faking the shot to let Tammy commit and jump on that, and then she shoots after she's already landed.
MMU's goalkeeper looked a bit, not MMU, UoM's goalkeeper looked a bit defeated there.
Yeah. Faith doing everything she can to try and stop UoM, but the ball still goes over. But these last few quarters, the defence for MMU's done a really good job of shutting down that long ball, because in the first quarter the UoM found it quite easy to get that ball in, but the defenders have adjusted and they're doing a good job. Nice outlet from Maisie Stevens, but a miscommunication between her and Anae. Let's see if they can get it back. Oh, footwork called there by the wing attack. Let's see if MMU can take this one to goal and push out the lead to 5. Nice change of direction and drive from Anae, and a lovely ball into the circle.
Our good goal defence looks very good in the air.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to put the ball in the air when she's around, because she will get it. But they are doing a very good job of playing it around the circle, keeping it flat and using the floor, which is taking her out the game. But as soon as you put it in the air, then that's her ball. The timing's just a bit off now from UoM, which is working in MMU's favour. Easy shot for UoM under the post. So we've got a tactical change now between it looks like Tammy's going back to goalkeeper and a new goal defence is coming on. And the wing attack that was on before has now gone to wing defence, the playmaker that we were talking about. Let's see if this defensive change can turn over some ball for UoM. Oh, nice pick up and intercept from Neve Skillicorn. Just shows that she really wants to get that ball back for her team after they made an attacking mistake. Contact call from Tammy outside. Can Sienna finish it off? Yes, she can. Oh, we've got another tactical change from MMU. It looks like Millie's coming back on at wing attack and Neve Skillicorn's going back to the bench. The advancement for the ball there, I'm not too sure why, but must have been persistent or intentional. Put good defensive pressure on the shot there for the ball to go off the back line. Heavy challenge from the wing defence. And it's being advanced for the contact to the edge of the circle. That centre's going to have to be careful now that she doesn't get any more infringements, because she will get to a warning. Lovely long shot from Maisie. You can tell her confidence is up when she's shooting those and she knows that she's going to get them in. Leeds now out to 6. MMU really pushing on in this quarter with the biggest lead that we've seen. Nice play around the circle, being patient, not trying to force that ball.
In terms of contact, like what can it be called for?
So if you interfere with a player's movement or a pass, then that's what's classed as contact. And if it's anything more serious, then that can be intentional contact and can be advanced, or you could get a warning, or you could be sent off for dangerous play. And usually that involves, like, if it's contact to the head.
Yeah.
Nice long ball into the pocket. MMU like to use a lot of their give and goes in the attack, which is very good because they're not trying to force a long ball into the circle. They're just playing it short and not letting defenders get onto anything. Oh, now the wing defence is now on a warning, so she's going to have to be careful that she doesn't get sent off. Maybe they need to do a tactical change now, just in case that she does get sent off. But a turnover for UoM, and they look long into the circle, but they can't finish it off. It goes through the hands of Yomi.
MMU playing quite a few longer passes.
Yeah, through the court they are, but they are landing at the moment, so it is working for them. But unless it... Oh, mistake from Millie there. Pass over a third. Back in the hands of UoM. Nice defensive pressure, and the crowd's getting wild. Trying to force... Oh, love the defensive pressure from Faith there, getting that tip. The crowd likes that one. I think as well as a home team advantage, the crowd plays a big part the momentum and the swings of the game, because the crowd can really put a team off, and luckily for us it's in our home, so we've got a lot of supporters coming down. And again, lovely defensive pressure from MMU, forcing that turnover. They've really got in the heads of the UoM's attack, and they're pushing it out now to 7 goals, and it could be 8. They had a rocky start, but now they're doing very well to keep that ball, and they're being very consistent in attack. Nice drive from really well held to keep her feet. Contact call from the goal defence. Let's see if Sienna can finish it off. Lovely shot. Nothing but net there. Leads now out to 8. Great take from Sienna. MMU really have a lot of confidence. They're making the right drives, and they're not afraid to give that ball. And I think just the atmosphere and the game is really pushing them on to want to finish off this game. Oh, we see a Harrison hoist there from the goal defence and goalkeeper, but that doesn't put off the MMU shooters.
Just a minute and a half to go.
Lovely tip from Naomi, and Nene picks it up, and well held from Sienna. This really was the MMU championship quarter. They're really pushing out in this. I think they won the second quarter, and now they're winning the third. Just a rocky first quarter, and a nice step back and a lovely shot.
And we're now 10 points ahead.
I think I'd like to see Yomi back with Tammy in the shooting circle, because the shooters have really got a lot of confidence now, and putting those two in there would be more of a defensive pressure than what there is now. Missed shot, but she gets a rebound. Obstruction called, she gets another attempt at the goal, and she gets it. Can they bring it back to 8? Really long ball and a lovely read from Faith. You need to be careful doing those, because we've got in both ends 2 huge defenders that are very rangy and then can fly on anything.
Do you think there'll be any more changes made for the last quarter?
It wouldn't surprise me if UoM made any changes, but I don't think I'd change anything for MMU at the moment, because they're finding their flow really well. Last few seconds of the game. 10 seconds left. She's going to put it up. Big shot, and she gets it. Lovely shot there by Yomi.
Unlucky for MMU.
So MMU are now leading by 8, and let's see what the last quarter can offer us.
Good evening now. Got a perspective of some 3 MMU fans here, all basketball players. We've got Eve, Eva and Jamie. Guys, what have you made the first quarter in this game so far?
It's been so good, it's very lively. I don't usually watch netball, but I'm really loving the game.
I think the energy from both teams are amazing. I mean, they're competing really well, and yeah, it's a really good game.
I think our wing defence and our goal defence have been really, really good. I think we need a couple more goals. Got to whack it in the goal hole a few more times, shrink Union's lead.
And the atmosphere, I cannot hear myself think at the moment. What do you guys make of it? It's been unreal support from both sides.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really good to see. We love to see it.
The energy, I'm telling you, the energy is on the court and it's off the court as well. Everyone is really supportive, so it's really lovely to see.
I'm going to lose my voice by the start of the third quarter, and I'm looking forward to it.
And my last question would be, what kind of players do you think will make the difference in this game? What are your predictions for the rest of the game as well?
I feel like we're going to really rely on some gritty defense. They came out with a strong start, so yeah, it's going to be the ones with the most grit.
I definitely think goal defense, goal defense, right? Alice, she's going to make a difference for sure, and I think Macy, goal shooter, she's going to make a difference for this game for sure.
Yeah, UniOM are like really proper tall, so I think our goalkeeper and our goal defence needs to just stay in the passing lanes and keep their hands active.
Solid analysis there. Thank you very much. To see what the rest of the quarters have to hold. Hello everybody, good evening. It's currently Uni of Manchester leading in the first half. I have two fans here. I've got Heather and Chloe. What did you make as a spectator of that game so far?
That was just incredible. Like, wow, I feel inspired on the sidelines just watching these girls. Like, I'm so proud of the team. Like, defence, mid-court attack, everyone is doing an incredible job.
How about you, Chloe?
Honestly, the defence was amazing. Like, I don't know if you were seeing, MMU couldn't get the ball in the circle most times. The holds from our shooter Yomi were insane. Like, the ball's into her as well. Like, they were making it look easy. Honestly, it was amazing.
Who would you say have been the star players so far in this game for you?
The defence are doing an incredible job.
Yeah.
Bella, Megan, Mealy, like honestly, all of them.
I know she makes it look easy. I know she makes it look easy because she's tall, but honestly, the way she's holding is insane. Like the way
It's so
she's getting the ball,
difficult.
she makes it look so easy, but it's actually really hard. Honestly,
Yeah.
She's certainly been performing well so far, and the atmosphere here is, I can't hear myself think. It's unreal.
It's like, wow, screaming.
First quarter, we've lost our voice.
No, but we're still here for it.
Yeah.
Of course. And it's been amazing. What do you think the second half or the next few quarters can bring in this game for you and also MMU?
I think if we can keep up the rate that we're going, it'll be incredible. We've got some fresh legs on the bench as well, some amazing players still to come out and show their talent. So feeling very confident. Hopefully we'll keep up what we're doing, get even better. But yeah,
I think if we need it, we've got fresh legs in the mid court. But I think shooting circle's good. I think we should keep that the same, especially keeping Yomi in.
And we are back.
So MMU still leading by 8, but a missed shot from Maisie Stevens there. Let's see if UoM can pull the lead back. Oh, unlucky from Naomi. Contact call.
Has there been any changes made on the UoM side?
I don't think so. There definitely hasn't from the MMU side, but I'm not too sure about. Yeah, the wing defence has come off, and that's the only change I think for UoM. Nice ball into Yomi. Leads up out to 6. Hopefully MMU can take this to goal and keep possession and keep the lead. Nice ball into the pocket. Oh, another turnover for UoM. The momentum's really back in their favour right now. Nice transition through the court. They're finding a lot of space. And a lovely pass into the post. Umpire's just having a word to the goalkeeper, and she's got a warning.
Big boo from the crowd.
Yeah. The crowd loves a boo to the umpires. Let's see if Paige makes any changes. Or tactical centre being changed. Neve Skillicorn coming back into the centre. And Ane going to the bench. Faith really needs to be careful at goalkeeper that she doesn't get back in the eye of the umpire. Because we don't want, the last thing we want in this quarter is a 2-minute suspension. MMU really needs to take this to goal now because the lead's back to 5. Defensively, UoM doing a really good job, but the crowd's really getting into it in this quarter. Nice defence still there from UoM, really stopping those drives in the circle. Nice play outside the circle and a good entry from Sienna. Contact call from Tammy. Both players out. Let's see if they can finish this one. And they can. Back out to 5.
How many players on the bench? So what happens, say for example, if you get an injury or someone does get sent off?
So if they get sent off, then you're not allowed to replace that player for 2 minutes. And if there's an injury, I think MMU have 2 players on the bench and UoM have 3, so they do have enough players to keep playing, but they are a bit short on the bench.
How many substitutes are you allowed to have?
You're allowed to bring 5 extra players, so you can make as many substitutions as you want during the game, but you're only allowed 5 or less players on the bench. And 5 team officials. But it looks like MMU have 3 team officials and UoM haven't brought any today.
So the substitution decisions down to the captain?
Yeah, I'd say so. The captain is obviously the leader on the court, and if the coach can't make it today, then it should be really the captain's job. Or lovely pressure from Tammy, but it's an MMU throw-in. Tammy's doing everything she can to get the ball back for her team. But it's a contact call. Oh, a missed shot from Sienna and a rebound to UoM. Nice long ball. And they find Yomi. And she finishes it off. Back to 5. Nice ball into Yomi. They're starting to have the confidence to find her now in this last quarter.
Yeah, UoM seem to be closing the gap.
Back down to 4. Long ball and it doesn't get finished off. Back in UoM's hands. It was such a shame if MMU were to lose this game now because they've done so well throughout the game.
Definitely.
Lovely long ball. They've got loads of confidence and they are really starting to use Yomi now at goal shooter.
What do MMU need to do to
They just need,
get through this?
yeah, they need to get through it, but they need to just treasure possession, use your resets, try not to force anything long because that's when they get in the turnovers and you need to work it to goal. Short, keep it short, use your resets and you give them goals because that's what's going to take them out. And just being a bit smarter as well with the ball. Obviously we know that Tammy is in there, she's a real defensive pressure. But a contact call, let's see if they can score this goal. It's really heating up in this game now from both sides. Both sides really want to win. And it's a nice shot. She puts it away, gets the lead back out to 4, and it's an MMU centre. Paige really trying to lift her team from the bench. Nice patient play from MMU, just trying to work it to goal. Simple netball is what's gonna get them through this game. Another turnover from UoM there. No, nobody was driving to the ball for MMU and they got a bit stuck. Nice take from Yomi. Can she finish it off? She gets her own rebound. And she gets the second shot. Can they bring it back down to 2? Another tactical change. We've got Ane coming back on at centre. Neve going to wing attack and Millie going to the bench. Lovely drive to the circle edge from the wing attack, unmarked. And a nice shot. They bring it back to 2. 7 minutes left. Let's see what both teams can do in this quarter. UoM have really had a good quarter. Pulled it back. MMU really using their gives and goes. Another contact from Tammy. She's now on a warning. She needs to be careful in this quarter so she doesn't get sent off. Both goalkeepers on a warning, which just shows the intensity of this game.
Another goal for MMU.
Back out to 3. Let's see if they can turn it over. Break from goal defence. Still in UoM's possession. Nice front ball into Yomi. And a lovely shot. Nice ball into the circle. Can she finish it off? Rebound to UoM. Can they take it to goal? They could bring it back to level if they score their centre pass as well. MMU really need a turnover here. Nice ball in. The crowd, the UoM supporters really encouraging their team.
I think this is definitely going down to the wire.
Yeah, it's getting spicy. Lovely high ball. Can she bring it back to level? The crowd goes wild. MMU really need to keep their composure here. Just work it to goal. Do what they've been doing for the past 2 quarters. Tip from the goal defence. Throw into MMU. Tammy marking the shot really well, and it's a goal. MMU up by 1. Let's see if we can get a turnover. Just under 5 minutes left. Oh, and it's a great wing attack. Really not what UoM needs. Paige likes that one. Can they take it to goal?
What does it mean when there's a break?
So obviously the players have to start behind the line at the centre pass, and they can only go over the line once the whistle's blown. And if they go over the line before the whistle's blown, then they get pulled, which is what happened there.
So like a force.
Yeah.
Good shot. 40-38. 4 minutes to go.
MMU centre pass. They need to really keep their composure. Don't do anything long and 50-50 because we don't want UoM scoring again. A turnover from UoM. Leeds still out at 2. Nice tip from Ane. Unlucky that they didn't get that one. Oh, could have been a footwork there, but umpire missed it. And then shot from UoM. Nice defensive pressure from Magice. And a lovely roll from Yomi. Can she level the score? Yes, she can. .40 all for the moment. Contact call by the wing defence. 3 minutes left. It's really going down to the wire. Nice ball into the pocket. Nice shuffle contact call from goalkeeper.
This is so tense.
Big shot, but Maisie gets a rebound. And she finishes it off.
Well, 2.5 minutes to go.
They really need a turnover now to secure this win. Long ball into UoM, and it doesn't pull off, but she managed to keep hold of it. Nice defensive pressure. Big shot from the goal attack. And it's oh, Alice has hurt her ankle. Really not what we want in this quarter. Oh, she's managing to stay on. It might just be a corker. Nice shuffle shot from the goal attack, and then she finishes it back to level.
Just only 2 minutes to go. I'm actually so embarrassing, I don't know what to say.
It's going to be a good ending to the game, hopefully in our favour. Nice pass, that's smart from the goal attack, working it under the post to secure that goal.
Minute and a half to
They need a turnover. Who's going to come out with it? Somebody needs to be brave and go for the intercept. Because they really need to stop that high ball into UoM, because that's what's killing them at the moment.
Let's just go.
A really good quarter from UoM in this. Nice short ball. Or incorrect playing of the ball. Silly error from MMU. Intentional contact call from the umpire, it's advanced. 42 all. Or tip from Naomi. Nobody's there to pick it up. Can UoM finish it? UoM take the lead. The
30
crowd,
seconds to go.
the crowd loves that. Or a bit of a miscommunication from the centre pass, whoever centre pass it is.
Trying to remember to breathe. I'm holding my breath.
Umpire's just working out whose centre pass it is. MMU centre pass, can they, 23 seconds, can they get it back to level? They need to take it to goal.
If it goes to level, what happens?
Well, usually you'd have extra time, but I'm not too sure about this. Can she finish it? Big shot, 10 seconds. Oh, and it's off. You can hear the crowd, the bench is going wild, and the UoM take the game. Really good fight back from them in this last quarter. Yeah, they had it. The game was in their hands. The crowd, look at them.
Both teams played really, really well.
It was an amazing game. Momentum swung from either way. Just a shame that they couldn't finish it off.
If you were to nominate a player of the match,
my player from UoM would have to be UoM. I think she was quite strong throughout the whole game and provided a good option for them in the shooting circle. And I think for MMU, I would say Sienna at goal attack. She shot really well.
she was really strong.
And yeah, they're my players of the match today.
Well, it's one for one.
going to be an interesting battle next year because both teams have won one and lost one.
Yeah, and if they're going to be in the same league,
They'll have a
they're gonna
preview
be-
of it.
you're going to be seeing each other quite a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much. That is full time at Platt Lane for the varsity match this year. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.